Jesus is 100% man and 100% God. Hi, welcome back to another one of our Director's Cuts. These are on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday going to be fill-ins from the previous Sunday's service. We've been in Hebrews chapter 2, learning about Jesus as our kinsman redeemer. He is a kinsman, meaning that he took on our likeness so that he could be an adequate sacrifice to take our place on the cross so that God's wrath would apply to him and not us. And so as we look at that, we got to understand that Jesus has two natures. It's also in theology called the hypostatic union. And there's many ways for us to talk about this, but he wasn't 50% God and 50% man. He was 100% each. He was the fullness of God in bodily form. Why this is important to our salvation is important. Jesus wasn't just a human teacher who was spiritual or divine in some respect. He had to be 100% man, and he had to be 100% God in order for the atonement to work. Think about it like this. So we understand that God allows sacrifices and substitutes for sacrifices, meaning that if I was innocent and you were guilty, you could ask me, and if I was so inclined to want to die for you, I could. But seeing as I'm only a man, it can be one man for one. A judge that somehow has the law passed in this world that says that he can let anybody off death row if somebody who is innocent from a crime of murder takes that person's place. Now, that person who comes in, say I were to go to death row and say I'd like to take that guy's place, but I'd like to take that guy, and that guy's place too. Well, the judge is going to shake his head and go, well, you're just one man. You can only replace one. You can't die for five. But being that I'm in the likeness of that person, I could take that for that one person. On the flip side here, Jesus is 100% God, which means he's infinite. That's one of the characteristics of God, is that he is an infinite being. There's no beginning or no end. He's everlasting. And so the fact that he is our kinsman redeemer, he is like us, that he's an adequate sacrifice and a substitute, what that allows too is that it allows it to be able to be applied infinitely. So that through the one sacrifice, he's able to bring all who are far from God near to God and redeem them. That's pretty incredible. So that's the importance that we learn out of chapter 2 in Hebrews, that he is our kinsman redeemer. He's God and he is man, and he put those two together and he substituted himself on the cross so that he could take the whole world's wrath away from them so that we could be free. What an amazing God we have. And if he isn't 100% God and 100% man, that transaction just can't work. But because he is, that's why Jesus is able to firmly say, whosoever will may come. And I encourage you to allow Jesus' sacrifice to work on your behalf today and come to faith. Thank you and have a great day. God bless you.